All right now, family. So we begins right now the part 4 of this wonderful message already titled for you and me at part 1, the mystery of Adam means Yahuah's love never die is eternal, part 4. So family, in case I share this in the news field and you just come in contact with it, please kindly go and listen to 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is 4. And again proceed to part 5 and 6, okay, because we are going to end it by Yahuah's grace at part 6, okay. So right now we unveil what Adam is, okay. Adam simply means red, as in blood, okay. Listen to 1, that was the topic over there. So the part 2, we deal with the very letter A that set the stage, goes for apple of Yahuah's eyes. You know what that is? Kindly listen to 2 for you to see how powerful it is. And then at part 3, we also unveil the letter D. And what did that go for? That one also go for another powerful mysteries, okay, from Yahuah's heart, direct DNA of Abba Yahuah. That is who Adam is. So in a nutshell, Adam simply means red, okay, blood. Alright. So now we are unveiling the mystery in totality of Adam. We see what A is, okay. Simply go for apple of Yahuah's eyes. And you know what that is. Listen to 2. It was profound, powerful, and the direct DNA of Abba Yahuah. It was powerful, profound. So right now we want to deal with the very third letter of this word called Adam, which is simply also go what again A. So what could that be? It is another powerful fact when Abba Yahuah revealed these mysteries unto me. No, my heart not go more for him in eternal love. Abba Yahuah is so lovely. He's so lovely. He's so lovely. He's so lovely. Now I begin to understand. Here's what I said is not a man that should lie. Now that is not a man that need repentance. What he said stands sure, eternal. And I said, whereby if some did not believe, can their unbelief nullify the faithfulness of Abba Yahuah? He said, Yahuah's forbid. Okay, Adam messed up, but Yahuah still retained his love for him, eternal. So right now we'll go unveil the third letter, A again. So let's see. What did that also go for? Another mind-boggling. Stay tuned. So let's check this out together and see how awesome and powerful Abba Yahuah is in his promises. So right now, the third alphabet of this word called Adam. What did it go for? Angel of Yahuahs don't die. Oh no. Oh no. This is awesome. This is so awesome. It breaks me down. Angel of Yahuahs don't die. Adam never died. You let it return back for us. And it's coming right back again. So right now, scripture to validate this. Abba Yahuah is so awesome, is so complete in the power of his infinite mercy. Angel of Yahuah don't die. So right now, let us see how angel of Yahuah don't die. Adam is an angel. He once existed in heaven as an angel before he now came into flesh like you and me. And angel of Yahuah don't die. No. If someone would die, we will just return back home for us. Except those that is also demon of serpents. Abba Yahuah children are angels once exist in heaven. And children of serpent are demons once exist, in the bottomless pit. So that is why when everyone, pass out of this, earthly realm, you return back to where you came from. Okay, but prior to this, angel of Yahuah never died, which Adam and the very second Adam takes over is not that of you returning back as an angel into heaven. You are coming right back here again for the earlier plans to be found all sealed in you. Adam is coming right back as an angel. He died no more. So let's see what that is from the very heart of Yahushua HaMashiach. So I take now Luke chapter 20. I take from 27 to 36 or so, 7 as well. Some on the Sadducees who say there is no resurrection came to Yahushua with a question. Teacher, they said, Moshe wrote for us that if a man's brother dies and leaves a wife but no children, the man must marry the widow and have children for his brother. Now there was 7. Listen, this is the mystery. Here is it. Pay very attention. Let your ear come down. Your heart so opened, and listen to the mind-boggling mysteries over here. Sometimes, I love the questioning of Apostle Kepha, the one you call Peter. Because in most cases, from his question, some are stupid, okay, some are very stupid, and some are profound. In most cases, from the question he questioned Yahushua, there you and I got a message. Okay, from there you and I got a message. Not just Emilo, okay, other disciples as well. But why I refer and prefer using Kepha was that sometimes also has stupid question. It was rebuking Messiah and said you can never go to the cross. Okay, in most cases we see, but in most cases it was bringing up powerful teachings from his understanding of Yahushua HaMashiach, all things about Yahuwah. We found profound message from him. Likewise, the Pharisees or the Sadducees. All right. So that they were asking a foolish question, but this question is profound, powerful from the heart of Abba Yahuwah. I know in most cases they always ask stupid questions. Try to tempt, Yahushua, or try to, throw words at his mouth. But in a nutshell, they thought they were asking foolish question or question to tempt him to throw words at this man, because this is so foolish. How can you be say one woman has to marry to 7 brothers? From the history of the royal law, that has never been. We have never got no account of that at all, even though it's the law. But the Abiyawa can never be so wicked and be killing up to 7 men from one man, from one father and one mother, or from one family. No, Abiyawa has never ever done that. The highest and height he could go was just 2. He stopped it over there, which are the sons of Yehudah. Okay, the sons of Yehudah are and honor. He stopped at 2. And that's the only record we have from Genesis way down to Revelation. We have never seen where Abba Yahuwah killed 4 brothers, 5, 6, 7. No. So they thought they want to throw words at this man. This is just so childish for you to come if one brother has to marry one woman. 7 brothers going into one. No. Abba Yahuwah is not so wicked to be doing that, okay? Not at all. We don't have extra biblical account. We also have somewhere like the book of Yashar. No, nothing. The book of Enoch, nothing. All the 50 books, nothing. Absolute. Okay, only this popular one we carried, you and I carried, they were found about only 2. So now the Sadducees is asking this question, thought they want to make full of Yahushua and resurrection. But they never knew they were doing something so powerful that is going to be of a greater, use today for you and me. So I take it again, 29. Now there was 7 brothers. The first one married a woman and died childless. The second and died. The third married her, and in the same way, the 7 died, leaving no children. Listen now. Finally, the woman died too. 33. Now then, at the resurrection, whose wife will she be, since the 7 were married to her? Do you see the stupid question? Now when you take it, you're going to say that it's so stupid. But when you really dig into the mysteries of Abba Yahuwah, it is not stupid at all. They asked a very profound mysteries. Stay tuned. About to hit hammer. 7, they said. A 7 brother married to just 1 woman. What could that be? Listen now. Let's keep reading before we unveil in totality. We unveil it all. 34. Now listen to what the royal king said. Yahushua HaMashiach replied, "The people of this age marry and are given in marriage, but those who are considered worthy of taking part in that age and in the resurrection from the dead will neither marry nor be given in marriage. And they can no longer die, for they are like the angels." King James said they are equal as angel. Angel of Yahuwah don't die. All right, now listen now. It said there 36, and they 36, and they can no longer die, for they are like the angels. They are Yahuwah's children, since they are children of the resurrection. So do you know what resurrection is in the first place? Do you know what that is? One die, you return back. That is Yahushua is in the play. He came to give us example of what you and I is going to be at the end of it all. To do away with this body of sin. That is resurrection, a glorified body, a new body, like an angel. You don't sin no more, you don't die no more. But when you sin, you die. Sin brings about that the day you shall touch that tree, you shall surely die. So now you are going to be like an angel. You can't sin no more, you can't die no more. He said they cannot die no more. They will no longer die. All right. So I throw that in already. So right now, let's go back to the 7 men with just 1 woman. So what is the mystery over there? You know what number 7 is? Number 7 simply means divine completement. It simply means Shabbat. It simply means rest. Okay? It simply means no more stress. It is total and divine completement. That is what number 7 is. Now, you can go to Genesis 38, okay, read it. You're going to find the only account about the royal law could give to us in a thing like this, that when a brother died childless, the other brother needs to carry the duty as a husband, okay, in order to raise child, okay, for the dead brother. We only get this account in that place. And Abayewa did only kill 2 people, the sons of Yahudah. No other accounts from the extra royal law and this popular one, not even one found. So right now, here is the mystery and the mind mysteries, excuse me. Right now, so we know number 7 goes for completement, and we know Abayewa is a husband, and we know this holy deity also said they want to make themselves like Yahuwah to be a husband, and we know 7 is the completement of it all. And we see the dragon has 7 heads. And we also see the beast have 7 heads. And we see the number of a man is 6,000. And we now see Abayewa extend their rings way down to 7. Because number 8 begins new up. Number 7 never begins up. That is why Abayewa extend their rings to 7,000 years in order for their madness to be, completely divine wrath of Abayewa to be poured and released upon their heads. That is the meaning of number 7. For everyone at the end of 7, we all is going to free from the body of corruption. And when I see the beast have 7 heads and the dragon has 7 heads, okay, which is their divine authority, completement to walk in their wickedness, in their iniquity. And at the end of 7,000 years, Abayewa is going to pour, okay, judgment upon them. So all right, now goes back to the 7 husbands with just 1 woman. So right from the very 1,000 years, okay, down to this very moment, the whole world is going through pains and sorrow, going through the body of corruption of these fallen deities, And at the resurrection, Yahushua said, there is nothing like marriage again, okay? Neither the one that resurrected is going to be, found those men that keep dying and dying and dying and dying. You know what that is to that woman? Divine sorrow, divine pain. People is going to mock her. People is going to ridicule her. People is going to call her name. The head that kill husband. You kill 1, you kill 2, you kill 3, 4, 5. That woman was going through heartbreaking. She was going through sorrow. She was going through pains, shame, disgrace, loneliness, and all and every pain you could ever lay your finger or you are ever, knew. She went through it all. But at resurrection, no more pain. That is new system. That is the reformation and to reformat it all, to renew it all, to recreate it all, to make it all anew. Revelation 21 said, behold, all things are passed away. Now I make all new. That is the renewing of all things. This is total new system of it all. That woman can never return back to that pain. She can never know what that 7 pains is, 7 husband died pains is. She can't know what that is anymore. Now it is new, total new system of a new beginning, of new life. Because at the end of 7, we shift into 8, and the 8 marks the new beginning, and the new everything is new. No more sorrow, cut off flesh. No more pain. The 7 days being cut off. She is now living in a divine, perfect rest of eternal with Yahushua HaMashiach. And who is that woman? The woman simply means Yisrael. The woman simply means the chosen of Yahuwah. The woman simply means Adam. The woman simply means Adam, offspring, Adam, posterities, which we are. At the end of 7, we married to Serpent. Serpent has been intermarried with us right in Genesis 3. We're down to this very moment we are talking about. Serpent is still in marriage with us. We are a ministry. You can check out Revelation 12 for that. A woman clothed with a sun, the moon on her feet, and a crown of 12 stars upon her head. And we know to where that is Yisrael, the ministry. And when you also shift way down to 17, you're also going to see another woman that decked, okay, with the things of the world that sat upon many water is a ministry, which are the Christian today. And we all know that is the biblical terminology for a woman to be called a ministry. We all are the bride of Yahushua. And while Yahushua is the husband, and but where is the husband? We are virgin. Matthew 25. Here you got a wise virgin, waiting for their husband. A foolish virgin also trying to mingle. Meanwhile, they will never qualify living in darkness. And Isaiah 14, 11 to 15 said, I'm going to make myself like the Most High, Yahuwah. But Yahuwah is a husband. All right, now let me read the scripture. All right, now let us read the scripture. Luke chapter 17, Acts 26 to 30. Listen now, the author of life that said, this woman that married to 7 men at resurrection, she's not going to recognize anything like that. For you to be breaking out of, not just breaking out, they all died. They all died. They all died. So we'll let you know what that is now. So they all died. So she's been going through pains and pains and pains and pains. But at the resurrection, you don't know anything like that anymore. Pain is gone, sorrow is gone, names, calling is gone. Okay, shame and disgrace is gone. Okay, loneliness is gone. Now you are just an angel. You don't feel pain. No sorrow. You can't marry to demon anymore. All right, now I read. And it was, okay, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drink, they marry wives. Is it wrong to be a husband and a wife? They were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drink, they bought, they sold, they plant, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man revealed. Are you ready for that? So what is going on here? You see business powerful going on. That is Christian once again, and they are Jesus. Jesus is a husband, bridegroom, okay? You see powerful business, selling anointing. Oh yes, selling prayer point. Bang, if you monitor me, you die. You need husband, come and pay money. You want your daughter to be a virgin, come and pay money. God said you should come and pay 1 million naira. The other one say 1 billion. The other one say 50,000. The other one, oh no, powerful business in the house. Going on. I'm not after that. I'm after marriage here. So what is wrong to do a marriage? What kind of marriage was going on in the days of Noah? Listen now. Genesis 6, you can go and read it by yourself. Why did the flood came? It was because fallen deity, the sons of Yahuwah, now went into the daughters of men, and then now began to intermarry with them, and then now brought forth children that is called giant for them. Goliath. For them. Exactly what is going on today. And that is the marriage we are speaking of over here. Alright? And Yahushua said this attitude is going to repeat himself again. Fallen deities, intermarry. Nothing wrong. So this marriage is speaking of here. It said you were, performing powerful marriage. Powerful. What marriage were you performing? It is marital marriage, covenant of serpent. You doing marriage with serpent. And what is marriage? And how did they marry to you all? Keep it to his rules. Jesus is a bridegroom of the Christendom. Mahdi is the bridegroom of Islam. Destruction is the bridegroom of synagogue of Satan. Allah in totality is the bridegroom of the whole world. Remember Revelation 12 now? serpent, the great dragon deceiveth the whole world. That old serpent, what did he do? Is intermarry, mingle himself with humanity. So in this 7,000 year, each man represent 1,000 years, and those men that keep dying, these are the judgment of Abba Yahuwah upon generation to generation. The first generation, we see judgment came in the days of Noah. That was the first 1,000 years reign. I mean, what brought judgment of destruction? When you shift up, then another judgment. Each 1,000 year, Abba Yahuwah will always raise a one that he will pass out judgment upon the nation. Wickedness keep renewing and strengthening himself upon every single generation. Okay, the generation of Noah will see the judgment that before. Okay, the generation of Father Abraham will also see the judgment that before at Egypt. It keep going on, keep going on, keep going on. We are in the last marital affair of serpent, and we are woman he is referring to. The Pharisees thought they asked stupid question, not they asked a powerful question that brings about this cleansing today. All right now. So let us read Jeremiah 3:14, and just understand what I'm talking about over here. Oh, backsliding children, thus saith, turn, oh, backsliding children, saith Yahuwah, for I am married unto you. I am married unto you. Okay, where did they marry unto us? Exodus 19. There we say yes, we do. And when you go to Isaiah 14:11-15, like I quote already, we see this holy deity say, I will make myself like the Most High. So if Abba Yahuwah is married to us, he married to us. He said, for I am married to you. You are my wife. So if that is the case, therefore the one that said, I will make myself like the Most High, he also married to us. And where their marriage, where did their marriage, begins? Right in Genesis 3. Whosoever you give yourself to, that one you become his servant. That one you become his, bride. And automatically that is going to become your bridegroom as you obeyed. So this is the 7 men. Each may represent 1,000 years, and this may they are all holy deities that is going into marriage with every generation, single generation from 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. We are in the 7th. We begins the 7,000 according to the calendar, biblical calendar. We begin 7,000 years already. We are in the beginning of it. Right now, the judgment of the last husband is about to die. So when he died, so the death of this very last husband, it is the link of fire. At the end of 7,000 years, the 7th man must die. That is their 7th head. Revelation 12, go and read it. You are going to see the dragon has 7 heads. Verses 3. The dragon has 7 heads. We also go to Revelation 13. The beast has 7 heads. And whosoever that slayeth Cain, 7-fold vengeance shall be given unto them. And who does a slew Cain? It is ceased from Cain, which is being called Tubal-Cain. Okay? Tubal-Cain slew Cain, the son of Lamech. Lamech is the 6th from Cain. Tubal-Cain is the 7th from Cain. The 6th from Cain slew Cain, and the 6th from Cain also slew 7th from Cain. And that judgment is in their house. It's in the house of Gentile. This 7-fold vengeance is right in the house of Gentile. That is why they are killing themselves. That is why they are destroying themselves. Yes, because the 7-fold vengeance is right again in the house of Cain, which is the house of Gentile. He said this, the folly deity, the sons of Yahuwah, not enter into marriage with the daughters of men, and did not begin to bring forth children that is called giant. And Cain was the first giant. If you want to know how many the children of serpent are in these last days, they are multitude uncountable. How many people that saved in the days of Noah? Only 8 people. That simply means new beginning. Eternity cut off flesh at the 8 days, which is the covenantal circumcision given to Father Abraham. Now reach it back to Genesis 17. You're going to find it over there. So this death of the 7th man is at hand. We are married not to the 7th man. Not that we really want to marry to him, but he is forcing us into marriage. With how how he is forcing us into marriage by telling lies and deceive us and said he is the bridegroom we are waiting for. Jesus, he is the bridegroom we are waiting for. Mahdi, he is the bridegroom we are waiting for. Allah in all. Remember, Mahdi is on his way. Matthew 24:24 said, many false messiahs on their way coming to deceive many. And they are going to be doing great signs and wonders. And this is how they intermarry with us. As they do signs and wonders. You say, well, indeed, this is my Savior. Indeed, Jesus is my bridegroom. You marry to him, you enter into a marital covenant with him. Then you are being defied. But no more pay. The woman, which is the ministry, the congregation, is about to be free from the pangs of the death and death and death. Why are these 7 brothers? Why are these men? All seven men, one brother. Yes, they are in one body. Go check it out. Read it. You're gonna see it. Revelation 12. This dragon has 7 heads, one body. 7 ministry in one body. Beast has 7 heads. All right. 7 ministry in one body. That is how they have become brothers of one goal. Christianity, Islam, synagogue of Satan, things of the world, they are one goal. They are one ministry working in different places, in different time clock. That's it, of one goal. They are together in one body. That is why you now see the large on and the little on. They are in one body. Antiochus Epiphany carries 2 hands. Alexandra the Great have 4 hands. And from here, 4 horns comes out another horn. All right, 5 horns in one body. That is why they are brother. That is how they became. That is why they are being called brother. They have one goal. They have one goal. Here I am, Revelation 17. I read verses 13. They have one goal. This half is okay. Let me take it from 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are the kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour. That is the last hour that is remembered, the last 1,000, the 7th man. Yeah. With the beast, these have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. When you also read Revelation 13, you're going to see that the dragon handle his authority, he now handle his seat, and great authority to the beast. They are of one mind. That is why they are being called brother. They are one company. 7 heads in one body. That is why one keep coming from one rose in one generation, the other one another generation, the other one till 7,000. That is the end of it. That is the end of their 7th. Let's also see our own side, the 7th, where the resurrection is. Okay. So this 7,000 years for this 7,000 years for them to intermarry with us. This is how we see here on earth. And the last hair is coming, which is the Sharia law. Is again, Allah is again going to marry to the whole world, trying to bind them. You know, when deliverance was near, right, in the Exodus 3, what did the Pharaoh do? What did he do? He multiplied. He mobilized his wickedness and tricks upon our forefather to make things difficult even more. When deliverance come nigh, things get tough. Attack, multiply. Okay, war, mobilize. Arrows, tricks of all kinds. Okay, because you are about to go, therefore your punishment will be increased. But that brings about the iron gate opened by himself. When we now come to the iron gate, the second and the first and the third wall opened by was not iron. But when I get to the 3rd gate that leads to the city, is being called Acts of Apostles chapter 12. It's being called iron gate. And what did he do as we come close? He packed off by himself. He just opened, then we walked out into freedom. So let's put some more. This brings to mind now the woman of Samaria that came at the well of water, to take water. Yahushua never said, okay, I think I'm going to read it. Here I am, John chapter 4, 16 to 18. I read. Yahushua saith unto her, Go, call thy husband, and come hither. The woman answered and said, I have no husband. Yahushua said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband, for thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband. In that saidest Thou truly. Okay, this woman is not saying boyfriend sexual immorality. No, husband, we're married. 6 men. They are of us. Pains. Can you imagine the pains, heartbreak this woman is going through? From one husband a deceiver, another husband a deceiver, and who is a deceiver? The dragon deceiveth the whole world. Is speaking again to this very thing we are availing over here. All 6 may also represent this wicked deity, mark of the beast, intermarry with us. But the 7th man now came to set her free, which is Yahushua HaMashiach. Our freedom is in the 7th. That is why the 7th man must die. From the way of the dragon, the 7th man must die. For the 7th man of Yahuah, which is Yahushua, to marry to us eternal. He is the eternal bridegroom. He is the one I'm waiting for. He is the one I'm running after. He is the one I seek after. He is the one I'm in love with. Nothing break that love. He is the resurrection. Let's put some more. So that is why the 7th man of the world, which is Allah, the great dragon, the serpent, must go to prison, eternal, in order for the 7th man, our own 7th man, which is Yahushua HaMashiach, to take over. He is our bridegroom. Here I am is the resurrection we are awaiting. Here I am, John 23 to 24. Yahushua saith unto her, Thy brother shall rise again. Mother saith unto him, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day. So we put some more. The last day, you will know what the last day is now. Here I am, Numbers 19, I take from 11 maybe to 16. He that toucheth the dead body of any man shall be unclean 7 days. He shall purify himself purify himself with it on the 3rd day, and on the 7th day he shall be clean. But if he purify not himself the 3rd day, then the 7th day he shall not be clean. Whosoever toucheth the dead body of any man that is died, and purify not himself, toucheth okay. I think I'm going to stop it over there. Okay, this is the I'm going to hang it over there for the sake of time, because I'm running out of time now. Okay, right now, who is the dead one? Anyone that toucheth, anyone that is died, you become unclean. When will you get the cleansing? 7th. You will first of all get 3 days, and in the 7th day, that is the total divine completement, deliverance and cleansing. Where do we touch dead? Adam touched a dead man. And who was the dead man? Adam and Kawa did touch. It was serpent, the dragon. The day you shall touch that tree, you shall surely die. So he touched the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. They both died the same day. So that makes them unclean. And from there we came. From Adam, we all comes about. That makes you and me unclean. Where are you going to get the final cleansing? It is in the 7th. Which is the 7th husband, which is Yahushua himself in marriage with his bride. Verses 15 now. And every open 14. This is the law. When a man dieth in a tent, all that come into that tent, all that come into that tent, and all that is in that tent, in the tent, shall be unclean 7 days. That makes you and me unclean, because we are in the house of a dead man, which is the dragon, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. He died. So we are in this world. It's being cast into the earth. Revelation 12:9 is right here. Okay, it's being cast out is the darkness that covered the surface of the deep. Revelation Genesis 1, verses 15 now. And every vessel, and every open vessel which had no covering bound upon it is unclean. So what is covering? Ma is the covering of a woman, and the first woman Kawa removed her head, which is Adam, and he now allows serpent to come and cover her, and that makes her unclean. He said, because any vessel open, you are unclean. So now when she opened her head, she removed Adam and allowed the dead to come and become an head. That make you and I unclean. The tent is the whole world. We are, and the dead man is over here. That makes you and me unclean, and we're gonna get the body of glory, the glorified body in the 7th. Let's put some more. Here I am, John chapter 6:39, and this is the Father's will. Excuse me, where am I supposed to start? Yes, I'm right. And this is the Father's will, which hath John 6:39, okay, to 40. And this is the Father's will which hath sent me, that of all which he hath given me, I should lose nothing, but should raise it up again at the last day. 40. And this is the will of him that sent me, that every one which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So we're going to unveil what was the last day here. He keep repeating and repeating. So right now I am in verses 44. Verses 44. No man come to me except the Father which hath sent him, which has sent me, draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. That is the third time in one chapter. So right now we go to 54. Whosoever eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. Did you get that? Here I am, Matthew 17, 1-6 or so. And after 6 days, so when it's after 6 days, it is the last day. So after 6 days, Yahushua took Peter, James, and John, his brother. Okay, they now went to the mountain of transfiguration. Okay, and it was transfigurated before them, and his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as the light. And behold, there appeared unto them Moshe and Eliyahu, talking with him. Then answered Kepha and said unto Yahushua Adonai, Is it good for us to be here? If thou wilt, let us make here 3 tabernacles, one for thee, and one for Moshe, and one for Eliyahu. While he yet spake, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them. And behold, a voice out of the cloud, which said, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased, hear ye him. So when did they get that glorified body? When it says this, in fact, I should have first of all put the Shabbat. We are speaking of Shabbat here. Okay, go to Genesis 1. Here I am, Genesis 1 to the very end. You see, first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day. So now I'm in Genesis chapter 2, verses 1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day Yahuwah ended his work which he had made, and rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made, and blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which he had made on the last day. First day to sixth day. On the seventh he rested. That is where the transfiguration is. That is where the cleansing is. That is where the glorified body is. We see, we are just read Matthew 17, a bright cloud, okay, overshadowed. That is a glorified body where Yahushua was transfigured. Yahushua transfigured on the seventh day, and he resurrected on the seventh day. He was crucified in the midst of the week, and in the seventh day he read, because he is the Adonai of the Shabbat. Yahushua himself gave the Shabbat. Yahushua himself gave the name to Adam. He created all things. He gave that name to Adam. He made Adam. He gave him that name. He made all things. He walked day 1 to day 6. On the seventh, the last day, he rested and said, There is my rest. That is why he also resurrected on the Shabbat. Okay. Daniel 9, 24-27. We see it over there that the author of life, the Prince of Peace, Yahushua HaMashiach, will be cut off in the midst of the week. So what is the midst of the week? Simply means Wednesday. He died on Wednesday and resurrected on the Shabbat. Is the Adonai of the Shabbat. He that is labor, come unto me. I'm going to give you rest, Shabbat. And there's where they glorify the seventh day. Here I am, Matthew 27. I take from 50 to 54, 3. Yahushua, when he had cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the Ruach, the Spirit, and behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom, and the earth did quake, and the rock rent, and the graves were opened, and many bodies of the saints which slept arose. That is the oath. It started at dawn, and came out of the graves after his resurrection, and went into the holy city, and appeared unto many. That's it. He arose on the Shabbat. Here I am, Romans 8:11. But if the spirit of him that raised up Yahushua from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Yahushua from the dead shall also quicken your immortal bodies by his spirit that dwelleth in you. So when is the Ruach HaKodesh going to cut it up, giving you not a glorified body? It is in the 7th. No more pain. That simply means resurrection. No more pain. No more pain. Angel of Yahuwah don't die. That is the 3rd letter of this worker, Adam. Here I am, Revelation 20:46. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them. You see, before when you take it from 1 to 3, the 7th man goes to prison 1,000 years, coming back again, but he will go into another prison eternal at the end of 7. As the beginning of 7, when the Sharia law begins now, Allah will go to prison 1,000 years because he's the 7th man. After you have married to the whole world, the one that helped you to do that, which is Allah, the great dragon, will go for prison 1,000 years, and Yahushua will marry to his bride. I read now verses 4:20, Revelation 24. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of Yahuwah, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years. But the rest of the dead lived not again until the thousand years we have finished. This is the first of resurrection. 6. Now, blessed and holy is he that had part in the first of resurrection. On such the second death had no power. But they shall be praised of Yahuwah and of Yahushua, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. Did you get that? So that's why the Great Tribulation will wait first until Sharia law to see who is going to renounce Yahushua and who will die for his faith. Immediately after, I think this resurrection, after the Great Tribulation, where Mahdi covered the whole world to Islam, okay, I think those that is going to die for their belief, which is the congregation of Smyrna, I think their resurrection is going to be maybe 3 years or 7 years. I think so. I normally say 3 years or 3 months or 3 years, but I don't think so, because 7th is where the complement is. I think they are going to wait for 7 years. After 7 years, they are all coming back to life to intermarry with their husband, Yahushua Meshach Eternal. Here I am, Romans 8 again, 21 to 23. Because the creation itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahuwah. That is the glorified body we are talking about. You will get that glorified body in the 7th. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and traveleth in pain together until now. That's it. That is the 7th. That is the husband that keep dying, come and die. The woman was in pain, which is the ministry. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wait the redemption of our body. Our body needs to be given a glorified body, the body of angel that will not die no more. And when are you going to get that body? In the 7th. After the 7th husband died, the 7th husband, the husband that lived eternal, will not come. That is Yahushua HaMashiach, the 7th man in the life of that woman of Samaria. So he only may go himself with us to cause us pain. Daniel 2:43 said, this folly deity mingles himself with the seed of men. So this is how they intermarry with us in these 7,000 years, only to cause us pain. But the cleansing is in the 7th. The rapture is in the 7th. The glorified body is right in the 7th. Freedom. Here I am in the Gospel of Nicodemus. If you have it, very powerful, so amplified. The day Abayua reviewed this books to me, it was a divine cleansing on me, powerful. All right. So there and I know what took place in hell in that 3 days and 3 nights. That is why Jesus abolished it and said it is Friday, and he now resurrected on Sunday. You can't get 3 days, you can't get 3 nights. That is where I know where the attack came from. So if you have it, you can start reading from chapter 12 way down to chapter 20. Then you're going to get this account. Very first time, like we are in Matthew 27:50 1 to 53. You see, so when he died, when he resurrected, okay, the saints, it was speaking of the Old Testament saints that was at the bosom of Father Abraham. I want to read up chapter 19 verses 1, what happened over there. Then Yehoshua stretched forth his hand and said, Come to me, O ye, my saints, who were created in my image, who were condemned by the tree of forbidden fruit, and by the devil and death. Live now by the wood of my cross, and devil, the prince of this world, is overcome, and death is conquered. Then presently all the saints were joined together under the hands of the Most High Yahuwah, and Adonai Yahushua lay hold on Adam's hand, and said to him, Peace be to thee, and all thy righteous posterity which is mine. Then Adam, casting himself at the feet of Yahushua, addressed himself to him with tears and in humble language and a loud voice, saying, I was to thee, O Yahuwah, for thou hast lifted me up, and hast not made my enemy to rejoice over me. O Yahuwah, my Elohim, I cry unto thee, and thou held me. O Yahuwah, thou hast brought up my soul from the grave. Thou hast kept me alive, that I should not go down to the pit. Sing ye unto Yahuwah, all ye saints of his, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. For his anger endureth but for a moment, in his favor is life. I just want to read the praises and worship. First time for Yehoshua for light to lighten up the person of Father Abraham in 4,000. Father Abraham was over there. He spent almost 1,000 years, and he spent 3,000 years right in darkness in the bosom of Father Abraham in the hell. As soon as Yahushua gave out the Spirit, when you read it, you're going to see what took place in hell. Power of it was awesome. Okay, that's why Jesus attacked it and said, "Thou Friday resurrected."